Let's hit first with free agency, and the Blackhawks and Kyle Davidson were very active in day one.
We've intentionally brought in players to make those roster spots competitive. I believe it's healthy for the veteran players. I believe it's healthy for the young players to have to go out and truly earn a spot with the Chicago Blackhawks. And so I think it's going to be, right from day one, a competitive camp, high stakes for many players that want to be here in the NHL, and looking forward to see who kind of steps up and takes a job.
Ryan Donato has played for 5 teams in his NHL career, but every offseason he returns to his hometown of Scituate, Massachusetts. As he embarks on his second season with the Blackhawks, he's looking to solidify his role on the roster, while also preparing for a new one in his personal life. He and his wife Bradley are expecting their first child.
I ordered the car seat today.
You did?
Yeah. Should be there when we get back to Chicago.
Have any more names?
No.
What are your top 3 so far?
The same as it have been.
What are they? You don't want to give them away?
No.
It's always been about work, hockey, faith, family, that type of stuff. But having a daughter running around, I think, is definitely going to be first priority now, and it's definitely be exciting to see how that is.
If how he treats our dog is any indication of that, he is going to be such a great dad.
Do we have to get like a prep bag or something like that?
The hospital bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have to pack that. We'll have to do that once we get there because we can't do it yet. But
how many is that going to be? A lot? Like, do you have to get a lot for that?
I mean, you'll have to pack a bag just because like you'll be there overnight, so you need like your shower
Am I sleeping
shoes.
there overnight too?
I mean, if I'm there overnight,
I'm just curious. I'm not
so.
sure how it works.
So you need like your.
He has such a great relationship with his dad, and he always talks about all the memories of them being at the rink, them driving in the car, songs they used to sing, things they used to do as kids, and so it's very clear that he wants to kind of be that guiding light in our daughter's life as well.
Brian's always been very focused. He's always had a love for hockey from the time he was a little kid, always had a stick in his hand. I think he referred to himself as Ryan Hockey Nato.
Hey, look at me. What is your last name? Hockey Nato.
Every Halloween he was a hockey player.
Every Christmas present, if it wasn't hockey related, he'd fire it across the room.
While growing up in the area, Ryan and Bradley met when they were 16 and have been together ever since. They both played collegiately at Harvard, with Ryan being coached by his father, who's been a knowledgeable resource on and off the ice.
It's such a special time, but I also know when we went through it, you think it's going to last forever, and sometimes it's easy to, to lose perspective of things that you can control to give yourself the best opportunity to have success.
Following up, it's Ryan Donato with a hustling.
Spring 2018, signed with the Bruins, played the remainder of their season into playoffs, then went to Minnesota for about a year and a half, 2 years, San Jose for a year, and then went to Seattle for 2 years. Chicago last year and Chicago again. With the moves, it's just something that we've grown accustomed to. What's nice about coming back here in the summers is it's kind of like an anchor point. We come home and our life in the summer, it will change very soon, but it feels consistent.
So this is Moose's favorite place in the world. He's a culprit of digging every hole that I have to fill in because I don't want people stepping in it. Watch it, Moose. Hey. He just goes and digs another hole.
He's like not the best retriever though. Like half the time he doesn't even bring the ball back. So.
God forbid somebody steps in this and they twist their ankle, but we usually just walk with him up and down the beach and throw the ball for him. He's a beach dog. Yes, he loves it here.
I'm watching everything transpire like it did for us as well. Watching them get married and now having a baby is amazing. But watching them go through this journey, I remember so much of it, and there's so much fun times ahead for them. Being in Chicago and playing for the Blackhawks and having a new baby, I'm thinking they're gonna have a great year.
Come on, Moose. Come on, bud.
Come on, buddy. That's a good boy.
The Donatos know how to enjoy their time near the water. Moose digs holes, but Ryan prefers to see what he can catch, gearing up and taking a boat just offshore to fish for striped bass.
Sometimes you get skunked, and other days you can catch as many bait as you get. So hopefully it's an easy day. We can get bait right away.
It's called a sabiki rod. There's a weight on the bottom, and you drop it pretty much to the bottom of the ocean where they hang out, and there's a bunch of little hooks on the line. So when you pull it up, you get more than one. You hopefully get like 5, sometimes less, sometimes more.
Do you think Brian's going to catch a fish today?
I hope so.
Kind of watch the tip of the rod, and when the striper usually goes after them, you can kind of see the tip kind of going crazy, so they're getting chased or something like that, or worked by a fish. It might be too small to get the bait, or it might hit it right away. It just kind of depends, but usually when the fish is a little bit active, it's a little bit more scared of something.
I'm on. I'm on. Small guy, I think. Really small guy. There we go. Stay right there. Yeah. Really, you want to hold them?
You want me to?
If you want to.
Yeah. I got my Blackhawks shirt
You know
on.
how to do it, right?
Yeah.
I gotta turn to the camera.
You want me to throw it in?
Go ahead. Head first, yeah.
Goodbye.
Summer in Scituate isn't all fun and games. Ryan pushes himself on the ice and in the weight room, never losing focus of the upcoming season.
There's a lot of exciting pieces that got added, and you got more guys to play with and hopefully create more offense, and we strengthen the back end as well. I always try to keep it even keel and not worry too much about what my role is. I just come in and try to expect the best out of myself and work as hard as I can. I've been fortunate to be on a lot of great teams with a lot of great teammates, but at a certain point in your career you want to settle down, and I'm having a family, obviously. My daughter's due in September, and I think that's exciting, but you would want to have a more settled life, so hopefully I can work hard enough and make my teammates better and make the team better so that I can be put in a position where I could be there long term. I think the internal competition of being hungry and trying to win a position or win a job and keep a job it's a tough thing. So I think coming into the season and having that internal competition of the team getting better and signing a lot of guys will only make the team better and hopefully make every individual play better. And there's so many moving parts and so many things that are uncontrollable, so you just got to stay even keel, and if you do the hard work, you're going to get paid off for it.
Ryan's specific role on this year's team has yet to be determined, but his spot on the roster is secure. For some younger players, summer is the chance to prove they belong in the NHL. Frank Nazar signed his first NHL deal and has his eyes set on a season in Chicago. That will need to be earned, starting with a quality performance at the Prospect Showcase.
Let's go, Missy. Let's go, hon. Let's go. Let's go, hon. Here we go, Del. Around the world? Yeah, we're over under.
We know that Frank's been putting in a lot of work in the summer. He's worked really hard. He was great at our development camp, took on a leadership role there.
Middle! Right, Ben. Good shit, bro. Good period. Before I even get set, you're dropping it and they're already moving on it, and I don't know, I haven't really had a chance, All right, thank you.
From an on-ice standpoint, I think we just want to see that reliability in his game. We want to see him play fast, be able to impose that at the NHL level. There's a strength component to that. There's also a reliability component to that from the coach's perspective. And so we're looking to see him integrate all of those into his game, and then also how he meshes with the current team and how he can push the pace and push the effectiveness and the execution of our current squad.
What a play. What a play. Come on. Let's go home. Come on. Hey, f***ing right. Trade a battle. Fucking right. Let's go. Good job, boys. Hell of a game, man. That boy Savvy. Big game. Let's go, dude. First win in a Hawks jersey. Let's go. They can't put that on there. What's that? Because I'm mic'd up. They can't put that on there. But I gotta express it.
Looks like you still have a few things to learn, Frank. And what better place than in Chicago for training camp as the 2024 Blackhawks assemble together for the first time. Some faces are familiar and others are new, but none are a surprise. The surprise guests are waiting downstairs.
Welcome to a new season. It's been a really good vibe actually around the facility lately. Everyone getting back into town, you can tell there's a lot of excitement.
So after school, my mom, she told us we had to go to the arena, and then she told us that he was going to be captain. We were all really excited. We love our dad. We think he's the best.
What's going on? Shh. Congrats, guys. Excited. I'll let you know when to come in, okay? Guys, right before we let you go, one more thing. Last year, we had Seth Jones, Connor Murphy, and Nick Foligno wearing letters. We're going to keep that same group. We're going to make one change, and we're excited tonight to announce that as the 35th captain in Blackhawks history, we're going to name Nick Foligno. And we've got some special guests bring him his new jersey.
What's up?
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Good.
I'm excited about where we're heading. I love the group already, and I know what's come before us. You know, the leadership group that was here before us, the success that's been here, and I'm excited to get us back to that. So let's get to work.
I don't think anyone around the facility or around the team can really see anyone but Nick as the leader of this current Blackhawks team.
A new role as captain means some new responsibilities.
Oh, baby.
You realize quickly, leadership isn't about that. It's not about mapping out. It's making connections and understanding your team and what the wants and needs are at that time, and having a vision of where you're trying to go, absolutely. And we're trying to win hockey games, and that's always my goal.
Let's do the bro hug.
Oh my God. Thanks for being here, buddy. I love you, man.
Love you.
Thank you.
Love you, man.
Thank you.
I learned so much here. Did you? Yeah.
Winning hockey games is the main focus, but there are a few things to do to kick off a new season before getting on the ice. First up is content day. Spanning the course of 2 days, players will run through 15+ content stations. They'll take thousands of photos, sign autographs on things like pucks and sticks, and record messages for multiple digital and social platforms. Some players are less than comfortable under these bright lights, but not Nick Foligno.
You look good. Give him a little blue steel. Give him a little Magnum. I'm made for gifts and gifs. Yeah, I really am. Woo! This is going on the Jumbotron, isn't it? Yeah. I don't drink pop, but I do now. I drink pop now. This is Nick Foligno. Ese se llama gol. I wanted to go way long. This is Nick Foligno. Watch every shift on VIX.
You can pop your buck off these first couple.
Oh God.
All right.
I want to show off this beautiful head of hair. Still sticks straight. My son, the first thing he said to me, he goes, because I tell him, like, hey, training camp, like, you got to make the team. He comes in the car after, he goes, Dad, does this mean you made the team? I was like, I hope so. I'm like, that'd be a little embarrassing if I don't now, but.
On the quieter side is Teuvo Teravainen, who's returning to the Blackhawks after 8 seasons in Carolina.
There's a lot of excitement for sure in the team. You can feel that. I can feel the change coming here. I'm happy to be part of it. It's one of the big reasons why I wanted to come here.
We drafted Teuvo, he played in Finland, and then he came over to kind of complete the season with the Blackhawks. And I picked him up from the airport, went to different dinners and stuff together just so he had someone to kind of talk to or if he had any questions. And then fast forward to he's a free agent. I know Tavo as a person, we know him well as a player. It was something that, you know, if he ever got to free agency, then it was a situation we wanted to pursue. And so we're really happy to bring him in and excited to make him a Blackhawk again.
Good memories, and I know Kyle from the old days too. I remember him. The last time I was here, I was the young guy. Great players they had here before. I was learning from those guys. They made my job pretty easy, and I guess I'm trying to do that same. Just trying to be myself, be a good teammate, be a good player, help those young guys to get better.
Do you like this sort of thing with the cameras?
Not my favorite, maybe. This feels like I'm back in my rookie days. Got drafted by the Blackhawks and now I'm back, so I feel young again.
We're going to tell you exactly what to do.
All right. Hopefully I don't fall down.
He's just grown into a really reliable two-way forward. Got great hockey sense, great vision, but then he's also grown his two-way game to the point where he's very reliable defensively.
A little bit. Takes a while. That's it.
Tavo's role has changed since he was here last, but he's ready to take on the challenge as a seasoned veteran. With Content Day under their belts, the newly appointed captain calls for a healthy competitive pickleball tournament, providing everyone a chance to gel as teammates.
I just wanted to get the guys together. I think it's good for our draft picks to see what we're trying to build here. I think this is a pretty fun way to do it. I think, you know, a lot of times it's about dinners, but it's nice to be active and do something that kind of encompasses everybody. So this is what the thought process behind it was, and get a little sweat and enjoy it. Is Peter good?
Peter was actually buzzing.
He's plays tennis, so I wondered if it Oh, Corch. I don't know, me and Deli were pretty sick, but we're just all grit. Like, we have no skill. Yep. Nice. Ah! Yup. Oh, little drop on that, huh? There you go, though.
Probably see you again.
Yeah.
Eventually, the focus for everyone will need to shift to the ice. Training camp is a grueling few weeks with daily practices and 6 preseason games. Plenty of opportunities to leave a mark and earn a role, but also plenty of opportunities to let one slip away. This is nothing new for Ryan Donato, who has brought his determined work ethic back to Chicago.
Can I pass it right away?
Yeah. So you drive the middle.
Ryan's a player that's been around this league for some time now. He works really hard. He's a great professional. I think Ryan has an opportunity to really impact this lineup, but also find a true niche for himself and really build that role, which I believe will help him individually and also help the team as a collective.
Yeah, right.
Ideally, with the additions we've made, he'll settle into like a middle 6 or bottom 6 role and just continue to push the pace, push the envelope in terms of the execution and the level that we want to achieve and the standards that we're trying to maintain here.
Tried to give it all I could to pin you down there. Oh, during the game, just bounced right off you. 2, 2, go, 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 go!
It was a little difficult to travel, but it was ended up being really easy once we got in the air, and you know, once we got here, everything was so exciting, and just unpacking and getting settled in.
How is Bradley doing right now?
She's great. I'm sure she's due any moment of any day in the next couple week or maybe 2 weeks. So hopefully it comes before the season starts.
Players can control their effort and attitude, but the assembly of a team is not in their hands. The Blackhawks front office weighs many options throughout the preseason, looking at performance and also the different combinations that can give the 2024 Blackhawks the most success.
We're halfway through the preseason, so I figured we'd just regroup after we did same kind of walkthrough with players that we did after some of the scrimmages here. I think we're trying to figure out where we want to go with probably line combos and who's working well with who, and then also when we're going to trim right down. So I think the plan, since Kevin, Frank aren't playing until the last game, same with Louis, let's probably talk to them tomorrow. If Kevin's going to end up in Rockford, I think there's benefit to just starting him there.
I agree with
Just
that.
getting him down and going.
I agree with that.
I agree.
I said that to King, I think, or Derek. So
Yeah.
I agree with that, just for his own, like.
Yeah, you
this is
just
where I'm gonna be.
get him on a plan,
I got
get him
some work to
going.
do.
I don't know. Let's go. Let's start with the A group up there.
Who do you think is going to be our most dangerous line? What do you think makes the most sense to try to start the season off?
Chemistry between line mates is crucial and doesn't happen overnight. These conversations will be a constant throughout the season.
So I think those guys, like grinding other teams, if they're sloppy, they can make them pay type of score.
So why not play them together?
He played that whole season at center in Seattle.
It's the way he plays every day, right from day one.
It's tough. They haven't all played a ton, right?
Where are the goals going to come from? I mean, we had 179 goals last year, right? I mean, if we're going to be competitive, we got to significantly increase our goal production.
Thank you for watching Every Shift. Be sure to check out past episodes and subscribe for more content.